everyone, I'm John Dahlia, and I'm back again with another Team TMC Impact. It's the program where we talk about the people that work for TMC Technologies, but kind of focus on what's unique about the things they do outside of work. And this week's edition is probably one of the most interesting I think I've done so far, or have had the chance to do so far. So joining me is Alexey Wilson. He's our system administrator who works down at the Moody Air Force Base in Georgia. And, your story is interesting, to say the least. So I'm just going to kind of go through the first question, if that's okay. So your backstory has an incredible connection to the events taking place halfway across the globe in Ukraine. You and your sister, and her name is Nastya?
Yes, her name is Alexey Wilson.
That's how you pronounce it. Okay. You both were born in Ukraine. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then, but in 2008, you and your sister were both adopted and brought to the U.S. by your adopted parents, Andrew and Sharon Wilson. And you guys are from Indiana, which is kind of interesting. And you were 9 years old, right, at the time?
Yep. I was 9 years old.
And your sister was 11. So, I mean, how did you and your sister overcome this cultural and language and just this whole barrier, in a sense, that you guys overcame?
We had this idea of not putting a target on our back and just trying to fit in, and we tried to get done as fast as possible, really. So it was just a mentality of like, we came over to America, so let's be American.
Well, so in learning a little bit about you and your sister were raised by your biological grandmother,
Dahlia Petrovna.
Okay. I mean, how would you describe the relationship that you and your sister had with your grandmother, while you were in Ukraine and even after?
We didn't have parental role models. It was really, if nobody really took care of you, you would just end up on the street. And so our grandmother was available, and so she basically looked after us. She fed us. She helped us get through the winters, told us to do in school. Basically, all of our morals, ethics, the way that we were raised is 100% from our grandmother.
All these experiences, and as well as growing up here, in learning the language and learning our culture, how would you say that has impacted your career and your work, today, even at the 820th Base Defense Group at the Moody Air Force Base?
Before we left Ukraine in 2008, my grandmother, the last words that she said verbally to me was, it was something to the gist of give unto others as they give to you, right? Mm-hmm. Not exactly that, obviously, but I just remember that's the type of thing that she was saying. And basically, ever since I was a little kid and coming over to America, and maybe a corny story, I don't know, but coming to America, it was like you have all these freedoms and opportunities and whatnot. It's like you might as well give something back. Hence why I joined the military. I thought that was the way to get back. And then I found out, hey, I really like working for the government and working with the government and, doing everything that supports this country, really. So TMC has been special in that. Is not the only contractor that I've worked with, but it's one of, definitely my favorite. You guys are very personal in how you guys handle things, and just makes work and life a lot better. So I found out I was good at computers. The entire world of computers and servers and whatnot came really easily to me. So the system administrator role was, when it was presented to me, it was like, I could definitely do this. And, you guys offered it to me. I was like, I'm going to be the best at it. I'm going to do whatever it takes to learn more. And so it was definitely a great connection with TMC and the 820th. And I'm glad that seed got dropped into my life to where I can do this today.
All right. Well, before we go, thank you very much. I'm John Dahlia for TMC Technologies. This has been your Team TMC Impact. I will be back again soon. Alexey, thank you. We will see you soon.